Oh, hey guys, you're here. Now it's time for the live show, and I'm gonna turn off the fan. Okay, so, hey, Travis is in already. Travis, you're quick. Let's see. Anyways, so let's wait for a few people to come in, and then we can go about today's agenda. Hopefully it will just stream correctly and everything. Because I changed the setup again, and all the streaming setup things are different again today. Hey, Matthew. So just want to make sure we get all the things out of the way. First, Joseph is the official first person to own a Shadow Smokers Legion t-shirt. I don't even have one yet. He is the first one to have it. Just, you know, it's official. It's official. Hey, Nate. And, hey, Chris is here. And Lance is here. Ooh, we have more people today. Anyways, so let me get to a few of the things today. Number one, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. If you want stickers, donation links is in the description. So if you donate anything more than $5, you get a sticker, or two. You know, whatever I have, I send it out. And under that, there is the merch store link. So if you want merchandise, you can click on that link and find the merchandise. Basically, between now and sometime in April, I will run a giveaway that will require the swags. So if you buy any sort of the swag, with the exclusion of stickers, any sort of swag from the Shadow Smoker Legion will allow you to post a picture of that, and then that picture at the time I'll give you a hashtag to put on, will help you win a Cuban cigar that's cost me like $80 to get. So it's a Trinidad. It's a limited edition from the La Casa de Habano. So it's gonna be a good cigar. So if you want to get it, you can get it now, you can get it later, you can get it right when the event starts. Doesn't matter. It's just gonna be something for fun anyway. So that's that. And under that, there's one more link that's different. That is actually a GoFundMe link, but it's not for me, okay? This GoFundMe link basically is for one of our members. His name is Elijah Kali, and he's a film student or something like that. He's from Chicago, and he's looking to make an independent film, and he's looking for funding. But since it's one of us, so I decided to give him a shout out, let people know that there is a GoFundMe account. $1 is better than none. So, you know, anything helps if you decide to kind of help and promote young people to make independent films. And, you know, obviously he's not gonna go to Hollywood to get $2 million to do it. So, you know, any help works. All right. Now let's get to our guest list today. We have Matthew, who's ditched the itch. Hey Lens, hey Joseph, hey Michael, hey Brian, hey John, hey Matt, bunch of people. So what's on the agenda today? Today we're smoking this Macanudo Crystal, Macanudo Cafe Crystal. All right. I know Chris is like, oh, that's my cigar. No, Chris, this is not your cigar, and you do not want this to be your cigar, because this is the one that's guaranteed to have a horrible draw. This particular one has a horrible draw, and today we're gonna talk about how to fix a horrible draw. Okay, this particular cigar. What is going on, Samson? What's going on, Michael? Hey, thank you for joining us today. So today I named the episode "Birth After a Storm" because I feel like, you know, yesterday is like a birth, officially like new thing born from the storm. So yesterday the SSL pretty much exploded. Like we tripled the amount of members. So my phone did not stop. Everybody's asking and all that stuff. It just kept going. I literally had to just chug coffee to stay awake, so make sure I get to answer everybody. And because of that, you know, we have this great new online lounge for everybody, and Cool. G Ash, Daniel. And basically, to be honest, I didn't feel like anything changed, because how it works is basically Cigar Daily Nation has about 5,000 members. Of that, maybe 600 members reads anything at all. And of that, probably 100 is actively posting something. And if you do the math, we'll have like 80 something members right now, 90 maybe. That's pretty much majority of people that post anything at all. So I feel like I'm still at home. I'm still at the same place, because everybody's posting positive stuff and minus the assholes. So that's pretty good. I love it. It's the way it's structured together. I love it. So it's great. Anyways, I'm gonna light this up, so that way I can, let's get started talking about cigars that doesn't draw. Like I said, this one has a problem draw, and I can tell you exactly how I found out it is. So okay. So have you ever picked up a cigar and then just like kind of touching it, and then you find a knot somewhere in there, just like really hard spot? Feels like there's like a cartilage or something like that in there. This particular one, I picked it up, I knew there's something in there that's like hard, and it's gotta have draw issues. So this particular one, I haven't been smoking for a long time, and this is why I wanted to do a test on how to resolve this issue with typical household goods, right? Hey Kat, what's going on? And 91, we have 91 members. So if you think about it, 100 active poster, 91 of them is in the group. I say that's a really good number. That's great. So yeah, so this one, basically most people will just kind of not like press it to kind of resolve that stuck part, but sometimes you can't resolve like that. So there's few ways to do it. One is, people say, poke a hole somewhere in the middle. That help the air to draw through, and that'll ease the draw. Or just poke something really long like this. This is a skewer poke, so I feel like this will do the job, but we'll give that a try now that it's lead. See if I can get it through. Just gotta be really careful, and I cracked the leaf just now. It's really tight. This is super tight. Because I already gave up on this one particular one, so there was no way to smoke this one. So I cracked the leaf a little bit, but let's see if I can still smoke it. Okay, it's kind of the same idea. So basically, if I use this to poke a hole somewhere in the middle, that helped the air draw. So when I was poking that through, I kind of pushed the leaf so wide that I opened it up a little bit. So let's see if that's gonna help the draw, because right now I was able to smoke it better. But there's a hole in there though. So a lot of people had bought those draw thinking poker. Have you guys used that before? But why I'm asking you guys that question, let me know why you guys are smoking below, so that I can actually see what you guys are smoking, because I know what Cat is smoking. Yeah, Cat, go ahead, invite it, I'll approve it. But you know that once you invite your wife in there, there's a lot of things you can't say. Samson, all you had to do is have somebody vouch for you that you're not gonna be an ass, then, and or a troll, then we'll be able to approve the invite. So if you know somebody that's already in the group, they can invite you. If not, send me a message, I can invite you. I'm gonna see if he fixes it, because I know this particular cigar has no hope whatsoever. So this is why I poke something through and see if it works. But that's the thing, a lot of time, a cigar that has bad draw is basically because they packed it too tight and the straw in there is flat, so you can't draw any air through. We'll continue. Working as usual, of course, right? So, while we're at it, since it's a brand new episode and I want to put the old things behind, if you have any question at all about the storm or the result of that particular storm, you can ask now and I'll answer it. But then after today, I won't be talking about it anymore. I'm gonna put it behind me after today. One cigar I want to save for hot sauce. The one cigar I want to save for hot sauce. Okay. Dip it in there. Today I have such a good day. I'm actually drinking black coffee because I've been awake so long. It's not like my typical coffee today. It's just black. Damon, I'm surprised that you can be in the dark at all, because this thing, unless you came in late, then when everything was deleted, everybody saw kind of what happened here and there too. 1502 Sapphire. I want to try that, to be honest. I just didn't place any order lately yet. Chris, if anybody can say that they don't know about the storm, you do not get to do that. You're in the freaking storm. The new group is absolutely awesome. The new group is absolutely awesome because everybody is so enthusiastic, and I saw all the posts. Every single post is all valid questions, valid, survey, poll, or just chatting. And it was perfectly fine. No ads involved, no trolls involved. I imagine this lounge, right? Basically, this online lounge. You walk in there, it's a bunch of fun people. You look up. The roof, the ceiling of the lounge is lined with soy sauce bottles. And if you're totally fine, that's okay. You walk by, totally fine. But if you act up, the soy sauce bottle is gonna fall down so quickly on your head, you won't even know what's going on. Hey, Joseph. Yeah, the top 3, I cannot agree with the top 3 for sure. Top 25, maybe, but top 3, there's so many stick that's better than that. Fallen Angel, okay. Rico Borado, yes. Rico Borado is such an easy cigar to smoke. And I actually have the cigarello version as well. Those are such easy. It is a Cuban sandwich, but it's easy cigar to smoke and quick too. Then if you send me a private message, I will do an invite later. Just remind me on a private message so I can do that in a minute, or in a couple hours actually. So I'm trying to smoke through this basically until this crack and see what happens, because I know the knots are right here. As soon as I get the knot, it cracked. So let's see if that resolved the problem, because I can feel it right here. New World is made by AJ Fernandez, if I didn't remember wrong. So yeah, I tried to poke it, doesn't really work, because once I squeeze to the part where that has that stuck, it will just crack the wrapper, because obviously the wrapper is tight, so that it can only take so much pressure before it cracks. So that doesn't work. The other way is basically poke it with a toothpick, just like in certain points, so that you get more air for the draw, which I just did. I poked 2 holes. The holes are there to help the draw, but then if you kind of like feel like, oh, it's too loose, you can actually cover the hole to see what happens. Hey, Benjamin! Yes, if you guys don't know, I'm putting Benjamin Glagovsky into our official protection corner because he's a panda. Yeah, he proved it to me that he actually sent me a picture. He's a panda. So we need to protect the rare endangered animals. So we put him in the little cage in the side. Bion. I'm not sure. I have to see it to know whether I tried it. Liga T52. I mean, I like Liga T52, just not the Cigarella version. I did a video on this before, on these 2 stuff. The number 9 was like comparable to the full size, but the T52 did not. So this is why I say when she asked about the 2 cigars, the T52 didn't do well for me. But the Magic Toast, that's one to beat. Now that's one to beat. That is surprisingly good. If you haven't tried the Magic Toast, you must. To be honest, like the top 25, there's not much that interests me. I gotta be really honest with you. Like, I like to try the new stuff, and the top 25 is really just, you know, if you think of that, it's who have most advertising campaign. So, like I say, I tried Magic Toast yesterday, and that was the must try. Alright, G-Ash, I'll talk to you later. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any chat messages. Cool. Yeah, Magic Toast is surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. And I can say that with confidence. It's surprisingly good. (2016, 2017) had top 25. 2018, not so much. Well, 2016 was what? Andalusian Bowl? What 2017 is? What is my monthly cigar budget? You don't want to ask me that. You want to ask the rest of the people that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure everybody has somewhat of a budget and they blew right through it. What is a budget? Eye of the Shark 2017. Yeah, Magic Toast, as Christina have already found out for us, it actually is for the like drink toast. So have a good one, Samson. Make sure to send me a private message if you want to join our SSL group. Ismail's here. Ismail, what's going on, man? I do sporadic cigar purchase when I have extra money. I stick to 100 firm. 260 a month. Your budget's when you see the payment decline. That's funny. Yeah, for me, I actually don't have budget. Technically, I don't have budget for any purchases. I just buy them as I feel about it. So Like, you know, if you go out and you're like, oh, that thing's for that much money, maybe do I need it? Do I not? Kind of thing. Has to be impulse. For me, it's more impulse. Hey, Tyler Camp. For, you know, Tyler, yeah, I know you got my message, but Tyler is going to have surgery tomorrow, I think. So, you know, let's all wish him the best. You know, speedy recovery. So, for Nortino, it's actually not bad cigar, and I think they're changing logo or bands or something like that. They had like sale on it just not long ago. What do you think about Patron? Okay, when it comes to Patron, people are not gonna like what I say. People are not gonna like what I say. So, yeah, I buy it if it looks good. Patron to me is a little bit overpriced, in my opinion. And it has like a inconsistency when it comes to wrapper color. So that bothers me. So I don't smoke it that much, to be honest, for that price range. And you know, it's one of those things that is, you know, hit or miss to me. Like when I buy a box of something, I want to open it up and they all look the same. The thing about Patron is they often are unwrapped and naked. You know what I'm saying? They're piled up naked. And then when you go over there and look at it, you know, you look at the very first stick from the same cigar on the left, and you look at the very last stick from the same cigar on the right, they're not gonna be the same color. And for me, that's like a #1 no-no, so I don't smoke them as much. And obviously they were expensive, but there are some other cigar that gives me the same amount of enjoyment without being that expensive, so I smoke something else. And one of the things is that Padrones has names that kind of misleads people. Padron has names that like 26 year, 30 year, whatever. They are actually not a 26 year cigar or 30 year cigar. They are just a blend anniversary remembrance of that cigar. So when you're smoking a 40 years anniversary Padron, it's actually not 40 years. No, some people feels that way. For me, consistency is very important. I think you should be able to identify something by its look, right? So, you know, when it's inconsistent, that made me feel like there's some quality assurance issue, like the QA. They didn't look like, okay, these wrappers feels like they're pumping out too quickly, so some of them don't have a consistent color. I like consistency. I like things that, you know, has gone through a lot of effort and stuff to do. And I don't know if it's on purpose to not have the color to be the same or just the way it is. You know, I prefer it to be the same. Ismail, you'll be very surprised how many times I hear people say, I'm smoking an 80-year-old cigar because it says 80 years anniversary or 60 years anniversary. I'm smoking a 60-year cigar. No, you're not. They didn't wait 60 years to sell you the cigar. They would have go broke 60 years ago. Cigar company or cigar retailer. They're kind of two different things. What's my take on Nub Connecticut? When it comes to Nub, they are short, but they have really long burn time. So don't just think because it's short, the burn time is gonna be short too. That thing has long burn time. So that thing has a really long burn time. So do I like it? No, it's not bad. I just don't want to hold a cigar that close already. Even though I feel like I know it's a long burn time, it's still really close to me and heats up really quickly. So that has some issues when it comes to smoking because it's just so thick, right? Some cutter doesn't like to cut it, and of course they're so short that it's easy to heat it up. So that's the only problem with it. But do they taste good? Yeah, they do taste good. So I do recommend it. Yes. let's see. Have I had Hellcat? If so, what I think? I had the Hellcat, but I didn't care for them. So, I guess that's what it is. It's not my favorite, and I didn't pick it up because it looks good. It was recommended to me. Basically, somebody gave it to me and says, "Hey, try this," and then I tried it. I didn't particularly like it. So. See you later, Martin. Yeah, and Damon's right. I do like Davidoff as a cigar manufacturer. Company-wise, now see, Dumbarton Foundation, Drew, they're all like, yeah, they're all a manufacturer. They're a company. So like Cigars Daily, they're a retailer. So yeah, in terms of that, I do like Davidoff more. It just happened that I just smoke a lot of their stuff, and they have good consistency. Plasencia is another one that I like too, but they're one of the strong ones. So hey, what's going on, Blue Collar Sticks? Cool, man. Gotta go hot pot. Enjoy the hot pot, man. The Hellcat isn't awful. Yeah, it's just I didn't particularly go, oh my god, I gotta have another one. You know, I should definitely have a 5-pack at least at my home. It's not one of those cigars. It's just like, okay, you know, if I go out and enjoy it, I could smoke that if there's nothing else. But I could probably name at least 10 cigars that I prefer before that. So you guys saw the picture Cigar Mechanic put out, right? He's thinking to have his own brand of cigars. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited about it? What do you guys think? Would you guys buy that? Because I look at the picture, I was like, holy shit, I need to have one of those. What do you guys think about his cigars? And if you haven't seen it, it's on Instagram, it's on Cigars Daily Nation, it's on SSL, it's everywhere, man. How many cigars I smoke a day? One. One. Alright, Ben, take care, man. Thanks for dropping by, man. You can go back to your cage now. What is my top choice and what is my go-to? My go-to, if I don't already Russian roulette my cigars, so most people don't know is that when I smoke a cigar, I just put my hands into the humidor, don't look, and grab whatever that's in there. And when I store them, I store them in a mix. I don't store them in, you know, a nicely neatly pile when they have single sticks. So when I smoke that, that's my go-to stick. Wouldn't be that. But if I go like, you know what, I gotta select something today, I'll mostly first to see if I have any more Davidoff 2000 tubos first. The signature 2000 tubos. Those are my go-to. And my top choice. That's hard to say. I have quite a bit of top choice, but if I had a whole plate to choose from, and depends how long I have to, but usually I tend to just look at that H. Ottman Petit Corona first before I look at anything else. But funny that even though that's my preferred stick, I always end up saying, I want to keep those, so I'll smoke something else first. So, you know, even though it's my top choice, I wouldn't necessarily go smoke it because I try to savor them. Yeah. if you smoke any flathead series, you want to make sure you have good amount of food, or else you'll end up like Martin Amaya, fall asleep halfway. He said it is he tagged a cigar mechanic cigar, so I don't know. I actually think that is his, but we'll see when he come back. I'll talk to him when he come back. Yeah, Davidoff sticks are good. I think they're consistent. You know, their Nicaraguan blends are good. Their Yamasa are really good too. And for higher sticks, they have more flavor, but also comes with more strength. So it really depends on the person. I mean, if you don't like to pay the price for Davidoff, you can always just buy Camachos. They're almost the same blend, almost. So Camacho is the cheapo Davidoff. Go with that. So yeah, right now I'm getting really close to that knot, and then hopefully the cigar will increase the airflow. The poking couple hole did help because now I draw in more air that helps me breathe easier. So yeah, if you like strong cigars, go with Davidoff's Winston Churchill line. They're more expensive though, but they're long because they're Churchill size. So Winston Churchill from Davidoff are great. Yamasa is one of their signature, for sure. If you like Yamasa, you like the Nicaraguan and the blend, you will like the California Special too, because it's actually the blend both together. It's pretty cool. Oscuros are nice too. Romain Alon's Superiors. I have to see if that band, how that looks like. I might have had it. Let me look it up to see how it looks like. I have to see how it looks like. I don't usually remember every name, so. Here we go. Come on, show me the picture. That one I do have. I had it before. That I smoked it right in the shop of La Casa de Habano shop, because I think that's their release. So I smoked it before. It's okay though. It wasn't like that amazing. I still prefer the H Upman when it comes to Cubans better. One I see all the time on cigar side is that avocado cigar. Does it suck? Would just look intriguing. Avocado cigar? There's an avocado cigar? I did not know there was an avocado cigar. There is an avocado cigar? Really? Oh, the brand? Avocado? I have never had one before, I can tell you that, so. Somebody send me a woody, I'll smoke it. I'm not gonna go buy a woody just to get myself sick, man. I've never seen avocado cigar anywhere before. Like, not where I buy cigars. So, definitely haven't had it. You know what? I watched TV the other day, and they were talking about avocado is now the new drug cartel. The drug cartel actually make money out of avocados. All right, Dan. Make sure to send me a message to remind me to add you to the group so I can add you later. Have a good night, man. Have a good night, Travis. Thanks for dropping by. I know I didn't talk about a lot about this Macanudo Cafe Crystal because there is really not much to talk about it. It's a smooth, light body cigars that's just easy to smoke. So like, you know, if you're sick or something like that, it's a great cigar. It does have some flavor, but it's a very like it's a natural flavor. So it's not gonna be blowing your mind, but it's an enjoyable cigar. So and it's not too pricey either, unless you buy the glass tube. That kind of get pricey. Because I don't even think you have a way to send that cigar. It's so big. Hey, Christina, what's going on? Did the ice storm stop? It is. It is. It's very enjoyable stick though, and I would recommend beginners to go try it too. So it's got some flavor, just not blow, you know, knock me out my socks kind of flavor. So a lot of people here are actually members of the SSL. I want to ask you guys, what do you think that I can do to make the group better? Like, what is your input to, like, you know, what do you want to do? What do you think would be fun for the group to do? I would like to hear your opinion on that. So, you know, I'm always open to criticism and opinions. So unless you guys want me to run this group like a Stellan with KBG, armies, and holding soy sauce bottles and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, that sucks. Well, it's very close to the weekend, so I'm looking forward to the weekend. The weekend's gonna be a good one. Bathroom calendar 2.0. We'll put Nate in it. Nate can be on the cover of the bathroom calendar 2.0, bathtub calendar 2.0. Yeah, Matt, just make sure you send you know, me a message on it. Because majority of the people that's already here, we already know everybody, right? We used to see each other's name, and I know no one here is trolls. Everybody's just happy and have fun and all that stuff. So I'm so excited, so excited. And I know that a lot of people might have their phone exploded pretty much last night because everybody's just eager to post stuff like that. So, you know, if you had to adjust the notification, please do just adjust the notification so I don't see it. Because my wife is like, my phone is dying because of all these posts. I was like, yeah, just adjust the notification. Yeah, I have to, when it comes to food pairing and stuff like that, I have to do it, probably do it in the afternoon and stuff like that, and I have to do it outside because at basement, obviously, it's not good to eat and stuff like that. And plus, I don't know if you guys want to see me eat. I have a very ugly eating face, so... You know I had to back you guys. I support all our members. One of us, anybody that's one of us, is gonna get my support. I'm not gonna let people bully the people that I love and supports me and stuff like that. I'm not gonna let them do that. So that's me. Insult me is one thing, insult everybody is another thing. So can I dive in that too little? I could. So basically, and I know everybody already sick of hearing this too, but basically, I had an issue with one particular member named Paul. And that Paul, I guess, is a friend of, personal friend of the moderator that's no longer a moderator. And so whenever I complain to the moderator gets upset and start calling me names. So, and I had that going for a while until the very previous one, which involves a event that we just ran, and that everybody had a lot of fun with. And I got angry and I post another one that says, hey, if that Paul guy doesn't like what I do, I'm just not gonna do it anymore, whatever. And of course, we have all these supporters supports me and says, you know, don't let this guy ruin it and all that stuff. And Paul's name was mentioned, and Paul came up and do some more insults. And I went to talk to, and then the whole thing got deleted because that guy insulted me. But the reason of that deleting that thread is because I have incited violence and bully. Me? They said there was some threats of physical violence, which I didn't see at all, you know. And I did not understand why. So I talked back to him. I didn't see any violence in there. He just always said that he deleted those posts. I didn't see any of them, so I don't know. And it got to a point where he says, you know, when Paul insults you, that's not insult. He's a psychologist. So when he insults you, calling you narcissistic and stuff, that's his technical assessment and stuff like that. So I got angry. I was like, you know, there's no talking to this guy anymore. Like, there's no way. He's so biased. I can't operate other than that. I'm not gonna put myself out there and get insulted, and I'm not gonna have them insult anybody that participate in the events that I open. Because I thought Cigar Day Nation would be fun. So I stopped. And obviously everybody had it too, and then I'm it's almost like I helped people able to stand up for this kind of issues, which is great. I like that. And then I say, you know what? If I can't do it here, I do it somewhere else. You know, if this place does not welcome me, even though we have a lot of members that supports me, I'm not gonna be in here because I can't operate in that. I can't allow myself to get insulted. I can't allow anybody that supports me to get insulted. That's just not fair. So I left. And of course, he talked to Tim after that with his version of the story. And at that time, I already prepared to you know, create a safe place for our own. And then Tim calls me and I give him my version of the story, which would apparently to Tim is completely different. All right. And you know, it was a completely different story than what he had heard. And he said it was alarming, so he said he would talk to him. And when he talked to him, he ended up no longer to be the mod. So that's the case. But here's the thing: I'm not gonna be the person that gotta force my way back in there and say, Tim, you must get rid of them, or else I'm not gonna be in there. I told Tim, it's like, you know, do whatever you need. You know, it's your business, it's your room. You know, whatever that takes. I'm not gonna be the person that make you have to choose between a friend or your business, right? So, you know, he made some changes. Paul and David are still there. And, you know, until something gets better, I'm not going back. But there is possibility one day I will go back and run more events. Even though I don't see that to be that necessary, because everybody that has supported me, that like what I do, that I enjoy to be with, are in the new group right now. So, you know, my new home technically is like extremely upgraded version for me, because now I get a filter version of all the things I want to read, all the things I want to respond to, and you know, I love everybody in there. So is there a need to go back? Maybe not, but if I can make more people happy, I will go back, and I will still keep both sides going for sure. But right now I'm very proud of the SSL right now, so that's what I'm doing right now. Oh, Chris, did he actually message you and call you names? Because right after Tim saying that, if you guys watch the live video that Tim posts about the changes, he actually said, no, there's three type of construction criticisms. There's construction criticism, there's a fact-backed criticism, and there's a totally non-necessary criticism, right? And right under that was that mod, no longer mod, posting a criticism about people who supports me are like acting like a KGB army, and I'm running everybody like a villain. That's why I was like, wait, you know, this is why Tim shouldn't choose you as a mod, because you directly contradict what he just said. You directly contradict what Cigar Daily Nation is about. Because when I joined Cigar Daily Nation, before he was a mod, it was a wonderful place. It was a wonderful place. But when you have a mod, either doesn't do anything or stop being biased, that kills it. That kills it. So Victory Cigar Bar. Brian, are you in Massachusetts? Sorry, I didn't know if there is one. Blue. I know you usually hang out in Instagram. You want to send me a message? Just I'll send you an invite. Yeah, of course he said he did in the message. So today was the day that he actually blocked me. How I know is because when I go back to there, just review the messages to see if there's any more. The bottom says you cannot reply to this person because he blocked you. That's how I know. Hey Jason, welcome. So Brian, you need to let me know like where you at and stuff like that. We can have a gathering. Why not? You know I got time. Yeah, Brian, send me a message on Facebook and let me add you to the group as well, and then we can organize something, because we'll have a couple members that can actually make it to that place. I remember, guys, today will be the last day we talk about that whole ordeal, okay? Storm ends today. So today will be the last day we talk about it. After that, let's focusing on the good stuff. The information and dumb stuff I can do is limitless. So let's focus on that after today. Today, let's get this out of our chest and we move on. Absolutely. Absolutely. So absolutely. I definitely will have another New York City meetup. So what happened is I originally kind of planned to go back to Cigar Daily again at April or May, and that has been canceled because I didn't want to go during the time that he's gonna be really busy. That's number one, and number two, I feel like I need time to cool down. I need time to focus on myself and everybody that supported me. So I will focus on going to New York. And I talked to my wife already. It's like, you know, choose a time. Let me know when do you want to go see a Broadway show that you're not gonna bother me, and I'll go over there and I'll enjoy some cigars with friends in New York City. And she's okay with that. So she's been looking at tickets. And once she decide which day, I'll let you guys know. Thank you, Christina. It's beautiful, isn't it? Boston meetup will be much easier. We can just choose a week and go. And New York one, I have to tell you what time. So if you want to hang out in Boston, just leave a message there that says you got time, this and that, and let's see if anybody else has the time, and we can hang out. Hey, what's going on? You know, it's actually T-O-N-Y. You always type T-O-N-I. I think that's a female version of it, but that's okay. I'll take it. Nah, we're never too old for bullshit. Just what kind of bullshit we're dealing with. Try to move the band without still got it. Cause this stick is just the bad one in the stash. You know, I'm already kind of doing that. You know, what should I eat and what should I smoke? Just random, just such a random thing. So, hey, here we go. He fixed it. So yeah, I don't really make choices in no, it's totally fine. I don't really make that much choices when it comes to what I'm gonna eat today or what I'm gonna smoke today. I rarely make that decision because I'm always indecisive. Too many choices. Too many choices. So I like random. And I like to try all the stuff that's new and you know things I haven't tried before. Obviously, the world is this big. There's no way I have tried everything. So it's always something new to try. But yeah, life is good so far. I mean, especially got me so excited over yesterday, and I'm you know, me and Dennis literally went to town with like you know ideas of what kind of things we can have for swag, and then go do different things and stuff like that. So my father judged in a Grand Robusto. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't amazing. See, I don't usually smoke my father's only because of the name. I do smoke them, and a lot of people like to carry them around. And so when I go hang out with people, they do have it. And I smoked a few my father's before, and so far none of them kind of like, oh wow, but they're not expensive. So at the same time, they were good sticks in that perspective. But I just kind of feel like, why are you smoking? Oh, I'm smoking my father's. It sounds kind of weird, isn't it? Why are you smoking? I'm smoking my father's. Do it with Chris. Have a good night, Lance. Thanks for joining. So right now, I used to have like 3 different like air purifier running, and right now the way I do it is I have a rabbit air running. That removes majority of the smoke. It's doing really well. And after that, I do spray some Febreze on the cloth because this cloth seeds and stuff like that, they do pick up smoke, and that helps a lot. Cool. Dom Pepin's Garcia original blue label. We had the I had the regular original. That's green label, blue label, not blue label. The other day, and it wasn't amazing for me. That was on Lancero, but it wasn't amazing for me. Hey, Maurice, again, join us and slacking. I like that. You know, I have Futuro cigars. I just never smoked it. I don't know why. I just never get to smoke them. They just keep piling down on the bottom. I like Febreze only because Febreze scent is very strong. Febreze, the scent from Febreze is very strong. You can smell it really right away. And because the smell does travel, so when I do Febreze, it stops the smell from traveling upstairs. Which is great because this is still a room and then this upstairs, so it was leak through the floor, and then my wife will smell it once in a while. But so far, since I bought the Rabbit Air, I've been using it to the maximum capability it could, and it's working well. But I feel like that the carbon filter does degrade, so the ability to remove that particular smell gets less and less and less and less. And especially if I leave this ash right here overnight, it'll still smell like leftover cigar a little bit here and there. So what was the topic tonight? About I'm talking about a cigar that doesn't smoke well. So when you have a hard draw, usually you can tell right away by just holding it. It's like you gotta feel a part that's really hard, and that's a way to tell. And a lot of time I would just avoid that cigar. But this cigar was given to me, not by Chris, by the way. This cigar was given to me, and I knew this one is gonna have a really bad draw. And so I put this to the test. What happens if I poke a skewer through it? And literally when I poke it, by the time it gets to the hard draw part, it cracked the leaves. It cracked the wrapper. So that's not a good way to do it. I think the best way to avoid it really is just don't get one that has bad draw. Febreze is bad for the pet. The pet hates it. They don't like to smell it. But it's because it's the basement and my dog doesn't really calm down. So that's why it's okay. I don't spray Febreze upstairs at all. Because the dogs, if we can smell a strong smell, the dog's got to smell like 3,000 times more. So I try not to smell it upstairs. You know, Fertillo might be a good brand, but at the same time, it doesn't have the presentation that I'm looking for. For me, number one thing about a cigar should be presentation. Presentation will get me to pick it up and smoke it. You know, Christina, in that case, I will always win. Because even if I lose, he's going to tell me to go smoke a weird thing. And whenever he tells me to go smoke a Gurkha, I just gotta say I don't have one. And whenever other stuff he tells me to eat, I was just like, oh, that tastes great. Let's get it started. See, I didn't try to break the tube. The tube fell down and broke. But yeah, so I'm still working on the software that's required to have people join us and talk about smoking and all that stuff. I know Daniel Cruz today we tried two-way thing. That didn't work out too well yet. So I'm gonna test here and there so that we can spend time on Facebook. When we're all smoking something at the same time too. That would be great. Yeah, the decoration for me is like it. So that it's like, think of it this way, okay? I use this as a really sick example, but think of it this way. When you already knew somebody, let's say let's use somebody as an example. I don't want to use somebody here. Let's use a celebrity. Tom Cruise and Tom Cruise's wife. Okay, let's say that's the meat. Okay, let's say Tom Cruise's wife is the person that's smoking the cigar, and Tom Cruise is the cigar. That sounds so sick. But let's say this way, okay? If Tom Cruise is a well-dressed man, and Tom Cruise's wife meet Tom Cruise for the very first time, she'll be like, oh, that man looks so nicely dressed and very, proper. I'll go talk to that guy. Right? Because it's nicely presented. But if Tom Cruise's wife meet Tom Cruise for the very first time and Tom Cruise was naked doing the helicopter in the middle of the road, do you think she's gonna go talk to Tom Cruise? Probably not. Alright, that's given that she doesn't know Tom Cruise. I'm just using a name so that you can, it's an imaginary thing. Alright? So, if a woman just saw another man doing helicopter in the middle of the road, she's gonna, I want to keep it distant. I don't want to be there. Right? That's the same thing with the cigar. Nicely presented cigar, you will want to go to try it. Poorly presented cigar, you're like, I'm gonna stay away. But here's another thing, alright? So once you smoke the cigar, you don't care how bad it is. Because here's the analogy for it. If Tom Cruise and Tom Cruise's wife has already got married, one day Tom Cruise decided to do a naked helicopter in the middle of the road, what do you think the Kamsu's wife is gonna think? She either is gonna laugh her ass off and still go home just fine, or she will pretend that she doesn't know him, but still go home together. So that's the thing about, you know, about the how, you know, how people decide against a cigar. So if cigar you never tried it before, nicely presented, you'll go try it. If it's not nicely presented, you'll think twice. But if you ought to try something, you know it's good, even if it look bad, you'll still go try it. And in case you don't know what helicopter is for a man, then Google time. Google time. It was something will get you arrested for sure. So yeah, that just got really weird right there. But that's my analogy when it comes to a person, right? So, you know, if you don't know the person, whatever they do is weird, and if they don't present themselves like that, it'll keep you distant. But if you already know the person, well, you already know the cigar, even though they change the bend to something really ugly, you'll still smoke it because you already know it. Yeah, Katie Holmes is not his wife anymore, so... Hey, Jamie Foxx, I think they're divorced, they're getting together, right? I didn't keep up with that, so I don't know much. Cool, I'll take a look, Tyler, later. No, if I do a demonstration here, I'll be banned on YouTube forever, and tomorrow, a cop might show up in my door. But I am pretty sure everybody already know what that is. But yeah, so that's an analogy when it comes to presentation and, you know, choice of cigars. People might not choose something that's that doesn't look good to start with. That might turn them away. But if it's nicely presented cigar, you'll get me to pick it up and at least try it. But but then on the contrary, when the cigars I already tried it, even though it's had bad bends, but because I already tried it, I'll still buy it because now I know how it is. You know, I plan to, and I'm gonna talk to him when he gets back. It's gonna be a short run with limited amount in there, and I'm thinking either to do giveaways or just a kind of like a memory kind of thing. Everybody can have one kind of thing. So that's something I'm gonna try to do. That's something I plan to try to do to get somebody something to be proud of, something that we can have fun with. You know, obviously I'm not a cigar retailer, so it will be something that either is giveaway or something you guys can get it directly from Cigar Mechanic or something like that. Or we'll find a retailer to carry it so we can all buy it. High school locker room all over again. What? You think that's a locker room talk? I don't know. Woo, that's good. How long have I been smoking a cigar? About 6 years. You know, plus minus a year. Plus minus a year, about 6 years. The thing about me is that when I try to do something, I focus all my energy to it. So when I first started to do cigars, I was crazy at it, and then now I kind of cooled down a little bit and all that stuff. Instead of smoking more, I collect more. Christina, there's a link in the description that you can find the shirt. I don't carry them. I have you know, obviously I can't carry 200 clothing t-shirts, all different sizes in my home. So David got made fun of in the locker room because his helicopter would not spin. Story why his ass. Ah. Nate, that's below the belt, but I'll allow it. I like to do V cuts only because it's safer cut than the regular straight cut. So that's my preference. But I also think that when you do a straight cut, you get too much surface area for the air to go through, and the punch has too little area for the air to go through. So V cut was just perfect for me. It's all personal, you know, personal preference. Skinner, that's the problem. If you've been smoking in and out for 12 years, how old are you now? Are you a legal smoking age? Dun dun dun! Oh God. Today I'll allow it because today, I can say, we're allowed to talk about the storm. By the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, which I think you guys already did because I didn't even send any notification out, make sure to click subscribe, click that bell thing so you know when it's going on, and you gotta hit likes. Come on, you guys like this show, right? Gotta hit the likes. And check my Boveda Butler, and you will show 81%. It's been humid the past couple days. Dang. Did you not have some Boveda pack in there? Because the Boveda pack will absorb it relatively. So even though you have some sort of humidifying device, I will still recommend you to put a couple pack of Boveda in there to help regulate. I know they gotta say it fights with all the other device, but I think it's to be safe than sorry. I like to keep my humidors a lot less. I've shown you guys humidor before. My humidor usually sits around 60s or even not less. So, how do you recharge your humidity pack? Well, see, most people is gonna say they don't do it, but here's how you do it. You soak the pack in liquid, in distilled water, and how other people do it, I've seen it done, and I personally do it myself, is to get a paper towel, wet it, soak it in the distilled water, and then take the whole pack and put it in a zipper bag for a few days. All right. After a few days, you take the paper towel out and just let the rest of the wetness and all that stuff go into the pack, and the pack will try to absorb all the water, and then you'll be fine. You want a car magnet, dude? Nate, I don't know how big you want it, but we do have a small version of it, the size of the sticker. So, you know, if that's what you want, we do have those. All right, donate $5, I'll send you a magnet, but it's this size. I don't know how big you want it, but it's a magnet. I don't know if it will stick on there though. When you drive, I never tested on a car. Maybe tomorrow I'll stick on my car and see how long it stays there. Now, a 72 pack is not a recommended pack to use on any humidor whatsoever, unless you have too many cigars. Do not put 72% in there. Use 65 or 69%. 62, you're already 2% over the recommended 70, and technically, I think 70 is way too wet. So use 65, or here's the thing about cigars: it's safer to be lower than higher. The lower it is, the less likely to have mold. And really, you can smoke a cigar at 60% just fine. Especially if you like Cubans. Cuban cigar does not like high humidity too. Alright, Maurice, have fun at work. I don't know how I feel like it's definitely not something that I can make mass produce them at a reasonable price for sure. So Beetle Hatch is at 72 degrees, not 72% humidity. The shirt question. What shirt question? If you want a t-shirt, the link is in the description for the store. That's what I say. So yeah, if you want a t-shirt, you can get it anytime. The link is in the description below. You gotta see t-shirt different colors, maybe purple or whatever. If you click in, there's actually different colors that you can choose. So that's one. And eventually I will be running a giveaway similar to what Bob's the Cigar Guy did. All you had to do is send me post pictures of you wearing the swag or the cup or whatever, and basically I will the winner will win a what that $80 Cuban cigars for me. It's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. Why not eat side and then the hood? That's overkill, man. That is overkill. But yeah, I haven't found any printing company that's willing to do 3 for me. They all ask me to do at least 50 or more. Because they come out in the big sheets, right? So they can't just be like a corner of a sheet. They had to be the whole sheet. So, but yeah, I'll ask around to see what happens. But my next goal is to make holographic, similar to the band on the Gurkha Ghost where they shine, that kind of thing on the logo sticker. That's what I want. I want to stick that everywhere. I want to stick that everywhere. So the look forward to the hologram sticker. That's gonna be cool too. But that will be a very limited run too. It wouldn't be a lot, so it'll be a limited edition, selected only, short run. Out of our swag stickers and stuff like that, things you can put in the man cave and all that stuff, it's gotta be short runs. So. The shirt, there's multiple versions. There's one version with this logo in the front and then that logo in the back. And there's also one with just that logo. Just that in the front. That's it. What am I trying to make? I have no idea what I'm trying to make. Right now it's just stickers and man cave signs and stuff like that. Things that we can put in out. Because that I basically try to make things that I will actually put in my room. So Chris, I did put out hoodies, so there is hoodies, but you know, like I say, I don't carry them, so I can't just give it away. I don't carry them. The manufacturer does. When's my birthday? My birthday is October 18th. It's already passed. I actually celebrate my birthday in the cigar bar in Japan, so. Small rounds, like basically stickers, signs and stuff like that. That's all gonna be small rounds. So you know, some of us like to have signs in our man cave, in our smoke lounge and stuff like that. That's the stuff I'll make a few so that we can have it. You know, they are. As Dennis making them, he will put it out to see what's available and see if anybody wants them, and then we'll take a bulk order and then just basically go through that, because you can't just tell them to make one. That it doesn't. It's hard to do. What did I do for Chinese New Year's? What did I do for Chinese New Year? I ate. I ate, and I was dealing with the storm. I was dealing with the whole storm thing. I was talking to my lawyers, and yeah, literally on Chinese New Year, I was trying to sue this Paul guy. Matt, right now I let basically Dennis to be exclusively making all the signs and stuff like that. So if anything, I'll go through him for now. You know, unless we can't handle the way the amount that people are requesting, which I doubt. But if we need it, I'll ask you for it though. Joseph, what did you say that was so true from Nate? What did I miss? SSL beanie would be dope. See, that's the thing. I'll have to see how I can reduce the amount of colors. So when it comes to beanies, they have to sew onto it, and they charge you by stitchings. How many stitches is on there? So I had to figure out, either make a logo that's different than this, just as cool, but with only a couple colors, so that the stitching will be easier, or I had to figure out another way, make a patch or something like that. Because I actually called up a manufacturer, and they say we charge you by stitchings. Each stitch from one side to another, that's one amount. So there's only like so many stitch allowed in a cap before it goes not allowed. And you can see our logo has white, gray, lighter gray, red, black, you know, all those colors, so it makes it hard. So Jason, for now, whatever we have, I pin it on the announcement. So if you want one, right now he's basically saying just private message Dennis. He will keep a list, and when we have enough, we'll make them. Just do a black in white. So black font in white beanies. Because I have to get somebody to put up a file to be able to do that. So I have to look into it. It's not a short process that I can just do it right away. So I will make probably a round logo like this with SSL on it, or just straight words Shadow Smokers Legion on it. So I will look into it. You know, I try my best to please everybody, and I know everybody want to show off the Shadow Smokers Legion. So I will make it happen. I will make it happen for sure. I will work day and night. If I had to fly to China to find a manufacturer for it, I will do that. So just wait for it. I have this particular logo in white, all just one color. It didn't look so pleasing to me, so I have to make sure that, you know, something that's created is something that I will wear. If I won't even wear, I feel embarrassed to wear, I wouldn't make it for you guys, for sure. Yeah, so I'm not gonna, you know. All right, Joseph, I'll see you later, man. There's so many Joseph here. Joseph D, I'll see you later. So yeah, I am looking to it. Basically, I'm making everything that I will use myself. And then, you know, that way, if you guys like it, it's easier. And, you know, obviously, I'm going to get something too. That's the thing. I like the t-shirt, and I've been so busy, I haven't gone around to order myself one to wear. And Joseph already got it. And he had the cup too. So, he's got a coffee cup. He's got a t-shirt. He's got a set. I haven't even had one yet. Jealous. I think I had 2 or 3 different color hoodies. I think I have blue, black, and white right now. So yeah, there is black hoodies and there's white hoodies. I tried to look for zip ups, but then again, if I had to do a zip up, I had to do a logo just on one small part. And if I do one, it will be just the Shadow Smokers Legion. It wouldn't be this logo for sure. It will be just the Shadow Smoker Legion side here, because the zipper will cut off whatever image it is, so it's not gonna work out. Foam fingers. I had to figure that out. I don't know. You're talking about ambient humidity? So ambient humidity is kind of different than relative humidity. So you should be able to still smoke it. Like people smoke during the rain, and it will just be fine. Just don't go into the rain. But ambient humidity is fine. I wouldn't worry about ambient humidity is too high. But if your humidity in the humidor is too high, your worry wouldn't be whether or not it's okay to smoke it. It's gotta be hard to smoke, but you can smoke it. Baseball cap. Again, that goes to the same thing. Problem with the stitchings. So baseball cap needs to be stitching. When it prints on it, it doesn't stay that well. So I had to look into that too. But I think this trucker hat that's going on right now already in the store. right, Tyler. Good luck tomorrow. Like I say, I know I've repeated so many times, but make sure to keep updated on what's going on, and speedy recovery, man. Oh, when he says snack, that makes me want a snack. I want a snack. Even though I have a lot of food already today, I want a snack. So yeah, I actually smoked past the part that has that really hard knot. And right now it's just normal. I actually forgot about this. This smoke was hard to smoke because I already passed that point. You can see the hole in the center is gone. It's just regular burn. So for Saturday, I want to review something that everybody's interested about. A cigar that everybody might want to know how it tastes like or whatever. So, let me know what you guys want me to smoke. If I have it, I'll try it. Because you guys know me, I just randomly pull out whatever that I have and then I'll smoke that for that day. But then that might not be something that you're interested in seeing how it is. So Chris. Oh my god, Chris. So yeah, it's not mandatory. It's not, if you like it, you want to show off your swag, perfectly good. And later on, I will find a way to reward those people who already bought some swag. And if you did buy swag, I'll probably send you a sticker just for the heck of it too. So we'll see. I try my best to please everybody. You know that. Come on. I did the San Compromiso already as a review about 6 or 7 videos ago. But ugly Christmas sweater, I might try that. Vinyl card wrap. Now, I'm definitely not making a vinyl card wrap. I do not want to be responsible for you wrecking your car, or somebody just hate your car so much. You never know. When you drive to a region where David is, he will trash your car. He will trash your car. He's like, what? Shadow Smoker's region? Let's break that windshield. Burn it, Pop the tires. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen for sure. So I was talking about earlier. I saw this new review channel that has about 200 something members, called the Asian Cigar Aficionado. And when I saw it, I was like, what? I thought I'm the only Asian. But I click in, and then it turned out to be a bunch of people speaking English. So and they in a lounge. You know what? That kind of channel can get 200 people. We can definitely hit 200, no problem. Did we hit 200 already? I don't think we did. Well, Paul. No. Paul is gonna stand there and tell you how. He's gonna be there and evaluate your car, and he's gonna tell you that you're psycho. You have some, I don't know, tendency of blindly supporting someone. I think that's what he's gonna say. That turns out that guy wasn't even a psychologist. Can't believe I get insulted by someone that posed as a poser that posed as a psychologist. Come on, that insults a psychologist. There is. When 500 happens, oh, I have 204. There is a surprise when 500 happens, but 500 haven't happened yet. So 500 happens, there's a free giveaway. So yeah, recommend the video channel to everybody. so we can hit 500. Even though I don't think we ever hit 500, to be honest. But then again, I never thought we gotta hit even 100. I thought this is just gonna be something like 30. But now we have 204. I don't even keep track of what number we're at. Originally, I only keeping it just so that I can find a reason to give away something. I literally is like, you know what? Every time we hit 10, let's give away something. If I hit 100, let's give away something. So that's why I was keeping up with it. So, but now I don't even keep eye on the number anymore because I focus on who I can help. I focus on what I can help with. So instead of the number. But hey, growth is good. You know, the more I can share, the more I can enjoy the hobby is better. You know, why would anybody complain about more people that's gonna enjoy the same hobby with you? Why I wouldn't, right? But then again, why would anybody complain about giveaways too? But we do. So, but Chris, are you talking to me like when it's 500, I should smoke a real Bohike, that Behike? Because I could smoke a Behike. But that would just make you jealous, man. Even though I didn't like Bahike that much. But I might give away a talisman. Yeah, Damon, I hope so. I hope it grows, and then you know, we'll continue to share our hobby with the people that actually cares and people that want to have fun. So you know, that's gonna make me lose sleep in a happy way, because I feel like SSL has grown into something that everybody can fill in their lifetime with. You know, people at work and they're bored. Look it up. There's always something that we can look for. People always suggest something. People that's always doing something. People always showing what they're smoking, and I see a lot of smoke that I have not tried before. Just because we're so organized now, that I can see what I want to see, and every post is the one I want to see. And we have James Irwin that's making good questions, just simple question that has to do with what you do with your cigar rather than the cigar itself. It's great. So I love those things. I got a Cuban H. Upman's to give away. Come on. Of course, hit 500, I'll give it away. No problem. No problem. Yeah. If giving away stuff makes me a narcissistic person, so be it. So be it. My opinion in life is that things are better when you share it. So, you know, I'm still looking at it 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., especially on the flight. The flight is extremely long. It's extremely boring. And Facebook is what keeps me alive on the airplane, because that's the only thing I can read. I've never had a Cohiba period. Cuban is always away. You mean always welcome? My favorite H. Upman is just the regular H. Upman Petit Corona. That's actually the same thing that JFK loved the most. But I think they stopped making that size, so it's actually the slight size up. Can I wave? Do you mind if I ask you who this is? Can I wave? Question mark. Because I don't get to see the name here, so sometimes I have to guess who that is. I like to be engaging. I don't want to be a show where I'm just talking to another person and just ignore everybody in that message. I seem to feel a show like that, and I was like, what is the point to have a viewer that's gonna ask questions that you're not gonna read? So I like to read every single question on there and then answer whatever I can, because I think engaging is good. Engage makes me happy, makes everybody happy, and then answer the question on there is the best part. Oh, okay, it's art. Always away, a time far away. A ways away. Okay, not hours away. I read it wrong. Let me see. Yeah, you type a ways away. I wouldn't call my show the best show on YouTube. I watch other people too. I think the most informative show is probably either Tim's or Bob's. And you know, my show is just me enjoying cigar with you guys, and that's the best part for me, because it's me enjoying, and whatever question that comes about, it's great. Because a lot of time I find questions are harder to answer when you are on Facebook, even though there's no limit of what you can ask. But imagine the question that has follow-up questions, it's just hard to answer. But when I answer it live, I can continue to explain this whole thing or even show it to you, and this is, you know, my way to do this. Bob the Cigar Guy's got like 2,000 subscribers, man. But my show is long though. My show is like 2 hours long, so not many people is gonna rewatch the whole thing. They'll skip. You know, you don't know. I don't know. But yeah, this is my way of being able to explain something. Because when it comes to explaining, I have one post tell you one thing, then you have follow-up question, and I have to continue until that question is answered. But this way, I can just answer it all together one time and over, kind of thing. And I like that the video will be here. I don't delete my live videos, so people can review it and see what other people's opinions on it too. So it's great. It won't disappear. On Facebook, when you post something and answer or whatever, it falls at the very bottom. You'll never see it again. So that doesn't help. So hopefully in the future I can make a multiple of smaller sections where somebody can cut it. Whatever the useful part is, rather than me ranting over what things happening, all that stuff. I actually sent 2 out. I sent one to the guy that didn't like my packaging, but it's not his fault, it's my packaging issue. And I sent another one to this person that also posted. But again, there's not much different. Plume Cigar is actually more mellow. Now I had a story time. Would you guys like a story time? I have a lot of stories to tell. Not every stories are clean though. So yeah, in terms of a Plume Cigar is more mellow. If you got a Plume Cigar that has more taste, something's wrong with that. Thank you, man. I'm very happy too. That means my effort of making this hobby enjoyable for everybody has come to fruition. Actually, people do enjoy it. I'm kind of happy about that. Because sometimes I think, like, you know, my ranting going on and on is kind of boring. Because when I want to talk to my wife, she doesn't want to listen to me for 2 hours. I guarantee it. So, but for you guys listen to me for 2 hours. That's hard. That's not easy. You know, for me to see 20 people listening to me for 2 hours, that's amazing. That's scary. Almost. So, yeah. Tell a story. Give me a subject, and I'll give you guys a story about me. Give me a subject. I would not care if all I can smoke is a non-Cuban. I would not care if all I can smoke is non-Cuban. No. Cuban flavor is good. It's mellow. It's easy. It's very easy to chat with people and smoke Cuban. But I enjoy non-Cuban more because the flavor is more intense. It's give and take, right? So the cigar strength is what you have to get through. So like drinking a beer, getting drunk is what you don't want to get to. You want to get just tipsy and enjoy that, right? You don't want to get dead drunk because that doesn't do you any good. So for smoking, it's the same thing, right? You don't want to turn green, right? You don't want the nicotine to affect you too much. So in that aspect, a non-Cuban cigar is like a Guinness, right? Or a regular American beer, where you get the flavor, but it comes with the strength. Okay, you get the flavor and it comes with the strength. And Cubans are the opposite. You get mellow flavor and you get more strength. Mellow flavor, more strength. Because all Cuban, there's no light body cigar in Cuban. No such thing as light body cigar. So you gotta get the mellow taste and you gotta get strength. To get more taste, it's even higher strength. So a lot of time you get the medium body, you get a full strength cigar. So that's gotta see who, like, what you guys like, you know. Rich people smoke Cuban, you're not sure why. Okay, let me kind of explain that. Rich people tend to smoke Cubans because they travel a lot. And when they travel a lot, most of the time they are gonna get Cubans. So, and Cuban has some really pricey cigars, right? The Cubans can range easily 2-digit to 3-digit cigars. So that become their go-to because that's what they always smoke with other people who had the same financial power. So they tend to go with the Cubans. Real Appertone, sing the song Century as like a ballet of the shadows of mountain. Oh my god. Okay, so best travel time I ever had. I'm trying to think which of my travel is the best travel time I ever had. I can tell you one of my not favorite travel time with my wife. So my wife liked to cruise, okay? And it's really funny because before that she ever cruised before. She hated cruising. She's like, why do you want to get trapped in one place for 6 days? Right? You're traveling on a boat. You can't even leave if you just get bored. So we planned a trip, and that trip wasn't really for us, for my parents-in-laws, and you know they wanted to do a cruise, so we do a cruise, and we do a cruise together. I personally don't like cruise because I get seasick. Okay, and that week has the worst storm ever. Okay, that week has the worst storm ever. Hey Tristan, that week had the worst storm ever. We drove from here to the port in New Jersey. The car was literally all dinged up with the storm going on, hail and all that stuff. I literally feel like I drove through Armageddon to get there. And once I get there, we got on the boat. I was like, oh man, you know, we're on the boat for 6 days. Every single day I had to eat a Germolink because I was getting boat sick. You know, because with the wind being so big, the boat's literally swinging. You can see the water going on, everything. A lot of outdoor activities are actually closed because of the wind. And I hated the whole thing. But, you know, in the boat, there's a lot of events. You dressed up, you know, there's meet the captain, and there's like themed restaurant. And of course, my wife she made me book all the themed restaurants. So we tried all the themed restaurants. And so we want to do all those things, and literally every day on a boat, what else can you do? You either go to the events or you go shopping, right? So she's shopping every day, literally in the same store, and every day they have a different sale. And except one day which they had a sale on alcohol and cigars, which I kind of buy something. But the rest of the day is all my wife shopping. And she just enjoyed every day, and they will go to like the show at night and stuff. Like when they go to the show at night stuff, guess what I'm doing? I'm seasick in the bedroom. I like, oh my god, I can't take this. The boat is shaking left and right. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I'm in the boat, and then they just enjoy everything, and they will go eat everything. I'm like feeling sick all the time. Go down there, grab a pizza. I can't even sit there to eat. I had to bring it back up and eat the pizza. It was like the worst time I ever had. And then we landed in Bermuda. I think it's Bermuda. So when I landed in Bermuda, here's another thing. Once I landed in Bermuda, they wanted to do everything that I wouldn't do. They wanted to go see the... Oh, Adam Pike. Thanks, man. Make sure to send me a private message so I can send you a sticker for it. Oh, no, actually, not just subscribe. If you donate, I'll send you a sticker for it. So just make sure. If you donate it, make sure to send me a message for it. So, yeah, let's continue. So they want to go see the red sand, and they want to go see the park. There's like a memorial there, and the only thing I want to do was go check out their beer factory, which I did. But it was like the like, so the beer thing was okay. I drink some beer, that was okay, and then the rest of the time it's like literally, Bermuda is a small place. From one end to the other by plane is probably 5 seconds. But the place is such a small place, from one end to the other by bus will take an hour to get the place. So I'm sitting half an hour to go there. Once we reach the beach, I'm like, this is it. The sand doesn't even look red. And you see like my wife like enjoying it, like taking pictures. My mother-in-law went to climb a cliff that's on the other side of the beach that you're not supposed to go out there. And they're like literally up there. I'm like looking at, oh, somebody's gonna trip and fall. And literally they did trip and fall. And you know, it was like the craziest thing. All the bad thing happened in the boat trip. On the way back, my mother-in-law says, I need to go to more of these. I was like, yeah, don't count me in. My wife is like, when's the next trip? We really need to do that. We really need to do that. I was like, oh my God, please. Like, so that is one of my worst trip by cruise. We didn't even get to do a lot of events on there because the high wind and rain and stuff like that. I'm surprised nobody flipped off the boat because of that. You can smoke on a cruise on designated area. So not all the cruise allow you to do that. Not every cruise allow you to do that. So you gotta look into it, and some deck allow you to do it. Some limits to only cigarettes. So you want to make sure to check before you go. Off the subject, if anybody asks you, yeah, I think I answered that quite a few times already. But here's what it is. Basically, I used to be most Asians growing up smoking because that's just the tradition. And you know, when the old people, elder people joke around and give you a cigarette, you have to smoke that. And so that become a culture. That's a cultural thing. So I smoke a lot, and I used to go through 2-3 pack, if not more, cigarettes a day. So you know, it's packing up. But then again, as you go with more cigarette, they start to get lighter and lighter and lighter, and it gets really boring. It's just chain smoking and one after another. It starts to look like a thug. And because all the movies, all the people are doing smoking and stuff like that. For Asian culture, watch Western movies. They smoke cigars and all that stuff looks pretty cool. And so, you know, one day I just go out and say, I'm gonna buy a few cigars to try it. And obviously, I don't know how to smoke cigar at that time. I inhaled it. I feel so sick whatsoever. I was like, how can anybody smoke this and inhale this? This is not possible. So when it gets to that, I start to research how to smoke cigar, and that's how I started. Let's see, another one. Anybody else drinking? I'm having a Lenderman's Peach Lembic. No, I'm not. I'm just drinking coffee right now. So yeah, if anybody else drinking, go ahead and post. How many countries have I been to? I would say at least 10. At least 10, 15. Some of them are not long, because those people know me. When I land in China, I'll stay for 6 hours and fly right back out. So a lot of times in certain countries I don't like to be in, I don't feel safe to be in, I'll fly right away. Did I ever open the bacon cigar? Yes, I did. I do have the episode on the bacon cigar, probably 2 episodes ago, 3 episodes ago. So if you open, it's actually, I actually named it, you know, featuring bacon cigar, so you can find that. You know, I smoked so much cigarette, I got to a point where I'm no longer addicted to it. I'm not even kidding. I can smoke one and not smoke for weeks, or months, or years. That is possible. So I got to that point. Yeah, you smoke so much, your body's so used to nicotine and the withdrawal. You think the withdrawal is just like you're having a cold. That's it. So I got to that point where the cigarette doesn't bother me anymore. It's that bad. I smoke so much cigarette. My brother smokes so much cigarette that we don't care if we don't smoke. What was my best time in Japan when I'm single? I don't know if I can leave it on the screen because I might get in trouble. But yeah, my best time in Japan is when I'm single. What is the next science experiment? I do have the butter cigar thing that I plan to do, but I'm doing it differently. So I had to make sure that I can actually do it correctly. So yeah, you can actually get to a point where you smoke so much that your body is actually hates nicotine at that point. So you can don't smoke and you're not gonna, your withdrawal symptoms just look like you had a cold. Like I've done that where if you go to Singapore, they don't really allow smoking pretty much anywhere. So when I go to Singapore, I can't smoke. And I literally don't feel anything. I forget that I need to smoke. So I got to that point where that doesn't bother me anymore. So smoking cigar, is it addictive? Nah, no. I actually smoke it just because I enjoy it and it's a good conversation starter and all that stuff. So that's why I smoke cigar. I don't have to. So I can go years without it. That's no problem at all. In fact, I think the only thing that's getting me too addicted to is sugar. Once I start eating sugar, I wanted more. Everything has sugar in America. And that's actually the biggest problem. Everything has corn syrup and all that stuff. That's what gets me fat. And you can see I gain weight for the winter. So, but in a few months, you'll see me drop weight. We have one member try to do one with Irish cream or something like that. So that I'm looking forward to see. But the thing about cigar infused in rum and whiskey is nothing new. You can actually buy them. Barrel infused and all that stuff. So they are possible and they're supposed to taste good anyway. I want to try something that nobody else want to try because they probably taste bad. What got me into fedoras? All right, so where do I start? So here, my hair is really thick. My hair stands up. So if you see me, I usually have a really short cut. And during high school and college years, I wear a baseball cap a lot because I just don't want to deal with my hair because they will eventually grow weird. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Right now they sit on here right now just fine, but when I wake up, it looks like something exploded in my face. So I usually keep my hair really short. So when I have long hair, I wear a baseball cap. And I forgot who mentioned it. There's a hat store. Oh, my wife wanted to buy a hat. My wife, female, wants to buy a hat because she watched all those royal wedding and all that stuff. They have like crazy hats, right? So they wear crazy hats. So I went to shop for hats, and just happened we dropped by Gordon Brothers, and she's trying hat. I'm bored, so I decided to put every single hat on me. Like every single hat in the store, I just put it on me. And I have this guy, big guy over there, that's really friendly. He's just helping me one after another. Then I found my first hat. You guys saw me wear earlier. It's black one. Hold on, let me see if I have it. This is actually the first hat I bought from them, and I still have it because you can see this hat is already D-shaped to like nothingness because I wear it so much. So this was my first fedora hat. You can see now it's sunk, like so now it looks like flat hat, and then this part comes out because I wear it so much. But this is one my first hat, and when I wear it, I was like, yeah, it's not bad, it keeps everything away and all that stuff. And then when I smoke cigar, I realized that this hat will keep the cigar smell away from my hair. So I start to wear them when I smoke, and I'll forget about it the rest of the day. So that got me into wear more hat, and more hat came out. And it's like you can see all my hats exactly the same style, same height, all the same because this is what fits my head. So I just started wearing the same thing over and over again. Cigars are cool, but have you ever smelled a book? I can tell you I read so many books that I don't even know. Like I literally finished the entire Asian section of every single type of book in my local library. I finished every single book in there. I used to love book. I love to read. I love knowledge. So I read a lot. And I had to keep myself away from books, because once I sit down and read, I forgot about time. And that's really what got me to this current job. I can read for a long time. And reading through business plan, same idea. So when I got nothing to read, guess what I read? I read medical journals. Because that's the only thing that I constantly have new stuff. I constantly read it. So yeah, I am addicted to book. I actually have one more hat that's different than this. And it's very different. You guys want to see it? You guys want to see it? I'll go get it. It's actually about 2 minutes away from me. Well, not less than 2 minutes. It's less than 2 minutes. Upstairs. I can grab it. That's the only different hat aside from baseball cap that I wear. And you guys get a big laugh out of it. I guarantee it. So yeah, give me 1 minute and I'll go grab it. And then we can wrap things up. So give me 1 minute, alright? Only if I can get this to go the way it's supposed to be. Alright, be right back. What do you guys think? It's not a French hat. This is the only other hat I wear. How do I look? I love this hat. It keeps me warm when I do plow the snow. So this is another hat. Look, I love this hat. This hat that says. Ah, so warm. Ah. I got this hat as a joke. So, but I end up actually love it. I end up actually loving it. No, this is not a Russian winter hat. Come on. This is more like a Genghis Khan hat. You know, Mongols wears this. I actually got this hat because I say, unless I get this hat, I'm not going to buy a car. This was I went to purchase a Mercedes-Benz. And they all have... you know, when you purchase something, you want to get something. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the craziest thing they have. And I saw this hat in the display. And I think this just for display, not for sale. Or something like that. So I said, unless I get that hat, I'm not going to buy the car. And they literally just gave it to me. So, so yeah, I got this as a joke. And then end up worked really well when I go plow the snow. Because keep my ear warm. Because my ears are kind of forward, and when I try to plow the snow, my ears gonna fall off every time, and I can't even put those earmuffs on it because you kind of press it back. It hurts. So this is like my this is what saved me from having my ear fall off. Literally, I love this hat. KGB wouldn't wear this. KGB would wear something better than this. I don't even know why he get that Russian reference. I mean, there's gotta be worse reference than that. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't call me a Hitler or something like that, or like, you know, Qing Dynasty, you know, horrible emperor or something like that. At least get something that's similar to my race, right? So yeah, so you know, at least get something closer to my race. You get Russians. That's not even close. Not even close. So yeah, that's how I get into hats. That's how I get into hats. I see. Let's see if I find anything that I haven't answered yet. So next experience, favorite rum, I got that. Cigars are cool, but I haven't smelled a book. Now I judge that. You got some zingers today. What zingers? Diff Cricket. Davy Cricket. I mean, I would think Hitler is a more better description because he's telling people that you guys as a supporter blindly supporting me, and because something happened, you guys blindly supporting and back me up, and that's what he meant, right? So isn't that what Hitler is like? He's really good talker. He's very charismatic guy that convince people that what to do. But KGB is different. They're a service military. They're different. So I would think that's a better metaphor. But yeah. You never know. You know, I can grow some mustache here. Oh, I didn't know that slang. So, all right, Jason. I'll see you later. So yeah, we'll wrap up here too. I think, you know, Eskimo hat. That's exactly right. I think we got a lot of feedback and all that stuff. I hope I answered all the questions that you guys had today. And you know, I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff. So I'm actually thinking, yeah, whatever criticism, whatever suggestion you guys have, contact me directly. I have the time to fix it. I'll do it, and whatever that comes about. So that's all make this Legion great place. So I literally do, but I could try. I don't know. You never know. My wife likes to draw on my face with her makeup and stuff. You guys seen it? Come on, the coffee one. 24-hour live stream. You know what? If I'm crazy, I might just do it, but no one's gonna watch that. No one's got the time. Cue that meme with the no one's got the time. Yeah. So yeah, and you know, I enjoy it. I like it. I'm gonna continue doing it. On the weekdays, whenever I have a chance, I will go on live on the you know, Facebook chat on Wednesdays and Saturdays. We're just gonna enjoy a good time, 2 hours here, and really have fun, right? So that's my plan. That's my plan. So I will continue to find out how I'm gonna do that butter cigar. That might come on next show, if anything. And I hope not, Chris. I know you don't sleep, but yeah. I don't think I can sit here 24 hours without going bathroom and eat and stuff. That would be crazy. That'd be quick hat. I'm gonna look at how that hat looks like, and then, maybe I'll get one. So yeah, in that case, I think we'll wrap up here for tonight. Look forward to more stuff on the SSL. I hope you should see more posts from you guys. It's gonna be great. If you got some good candidate that you can invite to our group, let's do it. It's gonna be semi-infused. It's gonna be flavored by butter. So I'm gonna find a way to put butter in there instead of infusing, because butter is oil. You don't want too much oil in the cigar, you won't lit. So I'm gonna find a way to balance that both. So look forward to that. That's gonna happen soon. I'll find out. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll post pictures, and obviously, if you guys want that new sign, I think it's about this big. About this big. You know, leave a message on that post particularly, and if you have friends you want to invite, go ahead, let me know. You know, you guys, when you guys invite them, it shows your name under it, so I know you guys vouch for them. And yeah, blue collar, make sure you message me so I can invite you too, because I just need to have a list of people that I need to invite. And that way we can continue to grow and then continue to have good posts and all that stuff. I'll keep you guys updated. Let me know what you guys want to see, so I'll put that together. And yep, and then we'll go from there. I'm too excited. I have so many things in my head that I want to do, but you know, time's restricted. I also have to go shower and deal with my wife too, of course, right? So that should be it for today. Thank you for coming. I mean, today I have like probably the most members showing up of any other shows. It's crazy. So I'm pretty happy about that. And I will see you guys on Facebook. Stay saucy, everybody. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.